Hey everybody, welcome to the Fourth Reich. That's right, you're looking at it, the Fourth Reich.
Mm-hmm.
Even more racist than the last one.
Yeah, we
No,
got
I'm just kidding, it's Northwest
yeah,
Trenches.
it's Northwest Trenches. I was gonna say
Yeah.
we have the current Secretary of Defense in the House and his Nazi tattoo that is now a Celtic cross tattoo.
It is a Celtic cross, okay? Don't fucking argue with me about Nazi ideology and symbolism because I know about it all. Okay? That's real. That is real.
I guess there was
Yeah.
a video of him at a party and he was like in a hot tub and his shirt gets all wet and you can see this Celtic cross tattoo.
Yeah.
And my brain was like, that does kind of give like a giant swastika vibe to it.
Yeah, the vibe is there, but you have to think this guy sells his ass for Israel constantly. There's no way that's a Nazi tattoo. There is no reality where that's a Nazi tattoo. Just with all the Israeli dick sucking he does, I mean, come on, guys. Let's get real here. I did want to talk about Fiveish, though, on the topic of Israel and Judaism.
The
Yap
Holy dollar. Land.
Yep, Yap dollar. So there's actually a rabbit hole to this motherfucker that I feel like a lot of people don't realize. And it's actually pretty crazy, some of the stuff that intertwines into Yap dollar. So if you know what Yap dollar is, right, it's the AI thing that goes like Zhao Zhongchu or something after like explaining in broken English how
to water your plant.
Yeah, basically like that. They called him Yap dollar. Well, Yap dollar was co-opted by the Chinese from the Jews, believe it or not. This is 100% real. I'm not lying. So Yap dollar got its start as Fiveish, which was and I wish I was lying here. I'm not making this up. This seems like something I would make up, but I'm not making this up. Okay? Fiveish is a stack of $5 bills, okay? He is a character in a Jewish children's show.
Oh, okay.
So think like Barney and Friends, but it's Jewish and it's a stack of money and it's a bunch of little Jews running around instead of like, normal kids, the Goyim.
Yeah. I actually thought he was like a random AI like creature that they just came up with. I didn't know he was from a show.
Yeah, the Chinese straight up like they just stole Fiveish and they're like, yeah, let's make AI videos of this guy.
Yap dollar.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess for some reason they saw Fiveish. The Chinese were like, oh, we need to do a Jewish thing. We need to do a Jewish thing on TikTok. And so anyhow, Fiveish, right? Jewish children's show, beloved Jewish children's show character who is money, right? So the Fiveish stuff is there specifically to fundraise for this Jewish community in New Jersey. I believe it's like Lakewood, New Jersey or something like that. And it's like one of the biggest Jewish communities in the whole state, if not the biggest. So they were using Fiveish as like I said, as a fundraising tool. They're going to release the Fiveish DVDs. Jewish families can buy them. That goes back to the Fiveish people, and they can use that to like give free money to rabbis or something or other. I don't know. But that being said, there is another way that the Lakewood, New Jersey Jewish community makes money. Do you remember those annoying radio commercials where it was like 1877 cars for kids? You remember that? Yeah, I remember wanting to kill myself anytime that came on the goddamn radio. And you want to know who's behind it? The Jews of Lakewood, New Jersey are behind 1877 cars for kids, right?
Oh my.
So the idea here is that people donate these cars under the pretense that these are going to be going to, like, you know, like some kid's going to get their first car who may be disenfranchised or poor or something. That's not what's happening at all. They're giving these cars to Jewish kids who, by the way, I ain't never met a poor Jew. I don't know about you. But they'll give these cars to, like, well-off Jewish kids as their first car so that their parents don't actually have to, like, buy another car. Which, very in character for this genre of people to do something like that.
Well,
and the cars that don't get given to these kids, ones that are real shitters, they just scrap them and they use the money to go back into the Jewish community. But Fiveish is something an anti-Semitic person would make up to make fun of Jews, but they did it themselves. So I kind of have to applaud them on Fiveish. I don't think Fiveish is that big of a threat here. I think the threat comes from the Cars for Kids people. I think they're the biggest threat in Lakewood, New Jersey to us goyim, you know?
Yeah.
So Fiveish and the Cars for Kids people, I believe, operate under the same umbrella in that area too. And this might be me talking out of my ass. I'm a little behind on some of the fine details here. But no, it's all like a big strategy so that, like, Jewish people can, like, make more money. And, like, that's basically what you get. So, like, literally surface level, you have the top of the glacier yap dollar. And then you get to the bottom where it's like Jewish people, like, stealing people's cars under the pretense it's for charity.
Well,
I mean, you know, there's a rabbit hole to go down here, and there's definitely more to it. I just need to do more research. But this is all real shit. This is all shit I've researched and I can verify. This is all, like, completely real shit. This isn't me just, like, spurging out on the fucking Jewish man again, like I've been known to do. This is, like, real fucking shit that they do.
Well,
so I explained it to somebody last weekend because I had forgot about it, and then I remembered it today, and I was like, I need to talk about that shit on the show. So that shit's kind of crazy.
Something not really comparable and could potentially get us out of a kick deal, but it does kind of make me think of, like, a steak situation where every single post you see on Instagram Reels is a fucking steak ad and you just have to live with it. I don't know if the owner of Steak is a Jewish man, but what he is doing is making the most out of what he has, and, you know, buying out a lot of ad space kind of does that, you know?
Look that up, because generally people that run the casinos are either A, Jewish, or B, a lot of people don't, like, keep this in mind, B, it's Native Americans, actually. They also are big in the casino business in this country. But I am curious. Steak CEO. Let's find out. Steak CEO. Not XDO. Come on, bro. Ed Craven. All right, let's look up Ed Craven. That sounds like, I'm just saying right now, Ed Craven, that sounds like a name that an Israeli person would just modify, kind of like the Cuomos and, like, all those other guys. Like, all of them do this, so... He's Australian. There's Jews in Australia.
Interesting.
Craven Steak. Jewish?
It sounds like you're a baby trying to figure out words.
We currently have no information to suggest that Ed Craven is Jewish. However, let's see Ed Craven. Who's the Barstool Sports guy?
Mr. Dave Portnoy? Yeah, Mr. Portnoy.
See if he knows Dave Portnoy. Might be onto something here. Okay.
Just a quick aside, Mr. Portnoy and Barstool are now featured players on Fox Sports 1 because they keep firing everybody off of Fox.
The last person they need is Dave Portnoy doing anything. That guy sucks.
He had a Dunkin' Donuts ad that I saw last week, and it was
I'm sure he did.
It was like, I'm David Portnoy, and this is Barstool, and we're gonna drink some coffee.
Yeah, I'm Dave Portnoy, and I'm at Dunkin' Donuts, and this is Barstool Sports. I went into a restaurant, and they had anti-Israel propaganda, so I said I'd send them to Auschwitz, which is a real thing that he
did do that.
That's an actual thing he did, which is really fucking funny.
Yeah. Man, Portnoy is a goofy motherfucker, and I'll say it that way.
That guy is evil. I see it in his eyes. He has evil in his eyes.
He's just a guy that got big off of winning bets. But when you take into account that he had sponsors for betting pools, it kind of becomes scummy.
I wonder what kind of people were running those sponsors.
It was mostly DraftKings, if I remember right. So, give or take a few $100,000, I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Portnoy won most of his money from the sponsorships, similar to like a Trainwrecks TV.
Well, like, and like I'm parroting some Sam Hyde shit here, but I feel like getting your grift from gambling and like promoting gambling, like that's kind of fucking stupid. I mean, that's what Jackass did, but it's like evil.
Yeah,
you know, like. Jackass got their grip from breaking their fucking bones, and it ended up working out for him. Dave Portnoy is getting 18-year-olds into gambling. I feel like I would take a broken arm over a gambling addiction any day of the fucking week. You know what I mean? Did you see
Trainwrecks? There's a video going around of Trainwrecks playing, I think, CS:GO or CS2, whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
And he's going and he's licking his lips. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, drugs much? And he's like, I don't do drugs. I never done drugs in my life. And then his face gets like grotesquely like scary looking, like he's a ghoul. He's like super pale in the face, and his eyes are like glued to the camera.
Dude, he's like Hulk Hogan mode, it sounds like. When they accused him of steroids, and he's like, brother, I've never done steroids in my life, brother. Meanwhile, he has like 32-inch arms and shit. Like, I would never do steroids. That guy's doing the same thing with like Adderall or some shit.
He's like licking his lips like crazy. I would never do Adderall to
stay up and stream for 8 hours and play CS:GO for 8 hours. I never do Adderall. I've never done Adderall.
But yeah, he's like licking his lips like crazy. He's pale as hell. His eyes are ghoulish. And then he was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go with this image. So he had an event the other day that was like 4 hours. And he uses the picture of him looking ghoulish as hell to sell it.
That's fucking awesome.
It was one of the most scary things I've seen in a while. And then I was like, wait, this is just a drugged up guy. Why am I scared?
It is kind of a funny move to like be accused of doing drugs and to like clearly look like you're on drugs, and then to just like double down and be like, yeah, this is gonna be my character. You know, like...
That's some fucking JD Vance shit to do, man. That's awesome.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah, ironic his name is Trainwrecks, you know.
Yeah. We are bouncing around a little, but I think it's okay. I don't really have main topics as much as passing comments.
I kind of do. I have like a couple things I wanted to talk about. Fiveish was one of them, so you know, cross that one off the list. The other one I wanted to talk about was Sam Hyde's crash out while trying to build a gorilla nest on the Harland Highway podcast. Friend of the show, Sam Hyde and Harland Highway podcast.
And also, I think his name is Nick Rochenfort or something close to that.
Nick Rochefort, he was
I might have had the last name wrong. I added an N.
Yeah, they had the whole MDE crew there, actually. They had, it was Sam, Nick, Charles, Eric Hayden was there. And then Sam likes bringing Damiel along to antagonize Oates, which I always think is funny. So
that's a fun image.
First thing in the show... It was actually really funny. First thing in the show, Sam's like, hey, Damiel, can you stand behind Harlan for the rest of the show? So, like, you have Sam, like, and Sam's massive, and you have Harland who's like 62. He's shorter than Sam, like smaller than him, and then you just have Damiel like fucking lurching over like this over his shoulder the whole time, and it was pretty funny. But no, the main focus here is the crash out, right? Because everybody seems to be talking about this right now, and some people are saying that, you know, hey, was Sam doing a bit? It was funny. Other people were saying that Sam kind of felt threatened by Harland, because by the end of the show, I don't know, did you watch it at all, or watching clips from it? Or
I saw your clip you sent over where Nick starts to disassociate.
Oh yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah, he turns red like a fire truck and starts like
his eyes start glowing.
Like a veteran.
He's like, oh god.
Yeah, it looks like a veteran. You it's like watching a veteran gradually go into PTSD mode. Like they start like looking around and shit. Their face gets red. They feel threatened.
Yeah, he's like thinking it's his mom and dad or something when it's happening. That poor guy.
What I think is maybe that was scripted to some extent, because something like that would actually draw, because Harland Highway is actually a pretty big podcast. The only other time I've watched is when he had Nick Mullen on.
Gotcha.
And I thought that was pretty funny. I didn't really get Harland's humor until probably like afterwards, after I'd seen more of his stuff, and then I was like, oh, okay, this guy he just doesn't care. He just shit tests people, and it's like Harland does what Matan Evan does almost, but like in the least antagonistic way possible, if that makes any sense. But I think because you just can't seem to shake that guy, he just won't break character no matter what. I think that was pissing off Sam a little bit, because he wanted to like promote his show and stuff. And Harlan's just there fucking bullshitting the whole time, asking him just nonsense questions and shit. But no, I like, part of me wants to think that was kind of scripted, because I feel like that would give both Harland Highway and MDE more traction, because there's this viral clip of Sam fucking trashing this guy's studio. And you know, I don't know, like, neither of those two guys have really said anything. The only person that said shit after the fact is Nick Rochefort, and he just takes the piss out of it, constantly saying, like, Sam fucked us up, dude. Sam completely fucked us up. Like, Adult Swim is on the phone saying we're going to get canceled again. And, like, he's going off on, like, nonsense rants about the whole thing, because he thinks, he probably thinks the controversy's dumb.
Yeah.
And, no, I don't know. I kind of want to see, like, within the next week, kind of how it pans out. If people are gonna, you know, just kind of see what goes on. Because I've been ride or die with MDE since easily 2018, probably is when I started really paying attention to their stuff. Like, I'd known who they were because of the World Peace cancellation. I'd probably seen some of Sam's videos, but yeah, I don't know. I hope this doesn't like fuck anything up. I don't think it will.
Yeah.
But well, and also there's a thing at the end too, and this makes me think maybe that Sam legitimately got pissed off and fucked this guy's studio up as a bit, because at the end Sam's actually trying to promote shit, and they just keep cutting out complete blocks of shit he's saying, like important shit he's saying, and I just thought it was funny. I thought it, like, Sam, you don't see Sam Hyde get felted very often, but in that moment, holy shit, felted beyond belief, man. Like, I think the guy's funny, but you gotta roll with the punches sometimes. You can't fucking flip desks because somebody's shit testing you. That's, like, imagine if imagine if I did that right now. Imagine if I just started fucking up my room and breaking shit for no reason.
Yeah, you just start Wings of Redemption throwing your fucking controllers around and shit. I fucking hate this guy.
Yeah, they're sticking in the wall and shit.
Bonk.
Dude, I was at a cookout. It was a friend of the show, Luke. It was his wife's birthday, so he had a cookout, and a bunch of us guys came. and
Nice.
a bunch of the guys, having guy time and
Hell yeah.
getting sweaty and
Ooh.
wrestling in the backyard and getting dirty.
Playing a little Forza on the PlayStation in the living room.
Yeah, in our underpants while we're sweaty and shoulder to shoulder.
Ooh,
and slipping and sliding against each other. Like sometimes we get too tight shoulder to shoulder and somebody like slips out of place because we're so sweaty and slimy and greasy because we're so because we're having guy time, and that's what happens. You get oiled up and sweaty.
It's guy time is how that sounds.
Yeah, everybody's naked in a sauna covering each other in baby oil. Yeah, can you get the fuck out of here? We're having guy time. You go the other fucking way. There's other saunas here, dude.
You're watching Eric Andre in the living room, and everybody's eating popcorn together.
Yeah.
You're a polycule of men.
Yeah, there's a puddle of baby oil on the floor. We keep trying to sit up, and we keep sliding back and rolling around and sweating in the baby oil, having guy time.
This fucking imagery, man.
I can get worse, but I'm
sorry. Not. I started thinking of the fucking Come Town animated bits, and that would be a great animated bit. Just the descriptors on that, dude.
Guy time.
Fuck. I might need to hire Ben to animate that, and then he'll be you have to pay me double, bro.
I will absolutely pay him to animate. Do a Northwest Trenches animated. He will get his money, and it'll be that bit. It'd have to be that bit. I mean,
it would be that, and that's it. Right. We don't give him anything else for months.
Yeah,
that'd be so mean, but really funny. Too.
But anyhow, we were over there having guy time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in front of Luke's wife, she's cool with it. She understands how guy time works with the sweat and the baby oil and touching each other, all that kind of stuff. So we're it's me, friend of the show Kai, and Luke. We're all sitting at for some reason we decided to sit down on the basement steps and just talk at the bottom of the basement steps.
That's cool.
And Luke puts his foot up on the wall. And we're just talking and shit, and I think Kai was telling a story or saying something. All of a sudden, I see Luke's foot just right through the fucking wall.
No.
And we were like, "Oh fuck!"
Property.
Luke looked at it. He's like, "Shit, we're trying to redo stuff in the house right now. I did not want to do this." So he's like, I guess I gotta tell the wife. So he goes up, he wakes the wife up, and she comes down. And I can see the look on her face is how the fuck does somebody do this? But she's like, nah, it's all right. We can fix it. She just goes back upstairs. But it reminded me of fucking Fish Tank Season 1, where they're banging on the outside of the wall cell, and John just starts kicking the wall, and he kicks a hole in it. That's exactly what that shit reminded me of.
That's
and
awesome.
Luke has autism too. I don't mean that to disparage him. That's just part of him,
Mm.
And lots of similarities there with John from Fish Tank Season 1. That was pretty good.
There was a moment in the past week, I think it was Monday, where I was going through a drive-through for a coffee drink, right? A couple coffees for the family. And I swear to God, I thought I'm having a stroke now. It's actually Wednesday. I'm messing up days. Maybe even Thursday. I'm fucking this story up. But
it might have been Wednesday. It could have been yesterday. But also it could have been Thursday.
Yeah. But one of the days in this week is how I'll put it, because I can't remember worth shit right now for some reason. We're driving into a Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru to get coffees and breakfast items, right? To our left, a very irate lady in blue runs out the back of the Dunkin' and is screaming on the phone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I was like, huh. hopefully that means, you know, a quicker process because there's less people in there. Is how I thought of it.
Yeah,
So,
you know, one less bitch you gotta wait on.
Yeah. So we start getting our order set up, and this lady is on her first day. And I connect the dots that she might have pissed off the lady in blue. Almost immediately, because she's like, you said medium vanilla? Okay, give me a second. And then she goes, beep, 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 beep. You can hear her typing on the register. Beep, 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 beep.
And you were like, one, where's my shit?
And
1 second, you said 1 second, I still ain't got my fucking coffee.
And I
You're
want
a liar.
breakfast food.
That's probably what pissed that lady off. I guarantee it. She was like, "Oh, it'll be 1 second. 1 second passed. There was no coffee." She's a liar. Is what she is.
I think the lady in blue was pissed off because that new girl was like super green, like to the point where it's like her first fast food job.
Never had a job in her life before today. Type shit.
And they threw her on the drive-thru immediately. They didn't say, "Oh, you get front of house." They said, "You're in the drive-thru, bitch." So, yeah, it took an extra like 10 minutes to get everything situated. And then we did a circle to go somewhere else, and we came back. The lady in blue is still yelling on the phone at whoever is on the phone. And it's been like half an hour since we got our stuff.
Holy fuck, that bitch must have been pissed off.
She was crashing out about teaching a new person how to use the register and actually do their job.
Was it an
hour,
employee?
Dude. It was like a manager type. It was like a manager type, this blue shirt lady. And dude, she's just crashing out so hard.
Yeah, that bitch does not need to be a manager, bro. I get it. I've been in positions of authority at jobs in the past, so I get it. Some people, they're just a lost cause, you know. You just gotta let them be, and eventually they'll either get fired or they'll find another job. That's what you got to do with the dummies. But going out and crashing out for like an hour on the phone about it, like, I don't know. That seems a little excessive to me. I mean,
oh man.
You're letting somebody who's never had a job before get the best of you. That's kind of ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shit. I remember another thing from this past week. I finally got done with Borderlands, the pre-sequel.
Oh yeah.
That stupid fucking gunship boss that I was stuck on. I just learned to get a corrosive sniper and shoot it like 30 times, and it auto died. And I was like, sick. I'll take it. So I destroy the gunship, and I'm like, how much time is left in the day? Let's see here. It's 7 o'clock. I can play until like 11. So in the span of 4 hours, I completed the rest of the game. I literally finished the game the same night as killing that gunship finally. And I was just like, God damn it. I should have waited. I guess I'm overpowered. So
go ahead.
So now I'm doing the Claptrap post-game DLC thing, and I'm like halfway through that. I'm at a boss that is really fucking annoying, but after I kill that, then I'm done with that too. I'm like, fuck. Somehow I actually like the pre-sequel. What is going on with my brain?
Yeah, I started up a new Cyberpunk 2077 playthrough recently because last weekend I was talking during guy time, you know. I was talking to the boys a lot about Cyberpunk, and then we ended up staying up super late watching Edge Runners, and we woke up the next morning and finished Edge Runners, and I was like, damn, that's a damn good show.
You were edging to the runners?
Yeah, dude. No, I was basically David Martinez, schizophrenia and all
Hell
in that
yeah.
moment.
Hell yeah.
But no, I've just been I've been like, you know what? I've been meaning to play through that game again. I really liked the Blades build I did when I did the Don't Fear the Reaper ending, and I want to recreate that class, because when I originally did that build, it was with the old progression system. Now, with the new progression system, I want to see if I can make it better, see if it's maybe... I don't know. But, so far it's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, complete Blades build. I'm going to be using katanas, throwing knives. Manus blades are a big one to use. Always fuck with the Manus blades. Sandevistan is going to be a... I mean, I have to have a Sandevistan.
Yeah.
And then I think I'm probably going to do some kind of active camo that they have. You know, how you can like turn invisible and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking throw that in for the stealth stuff, so I can pretty much like go in, fucking throwing knife all like the guys that are gonna give me problems.
Yeah.
And then I can just Sandevistan and just chop everybody up. So
Yeah.
that's kind of the plan I'm going for. It's very similar to what I did my other Blades build, but I don't think I did the active camo thing. I just kind of did straight stealth stuff. But I think it'll be good. I'm interested to see where I can go with the progression system on this build.
I haven't touched Cyberpunk since November of last year. And when I did, I bought Phantom Liberty and I played it all through. And
I still haven't beaten it. My save that I was doing Phantom Liberty on, like, got fucked up, and now I can't save the game anymore, so I'm kind of just stuck on this shit-ass side quest. It's super gay.
But yeah, I completed that game and got all the endings except for the Takamura ending, like years ago. I want to say like right at the tail end of 2022. I did all the endings.
I think the Takamura ending might be one of the only ones I haven't done yet.
Yeah, Takamura is hard because you have to understand how to like get him to survive a lot of stuff and not fuck up the storyline at all. It's like a real tedious, I think is a good word, kind of thing to do.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I haven't done is the Takamura one. I've done every other ending.
Yeah, Don't Fear the Reaper ending is also a little tedious just because you have to like literally you have to pick the correct dialogue way.
You're lagging a little bit.
Still cool. It's still like yeah, I can tell. But no, still fucking that's probably the best ending I've gotten out of the game. That's the one I felt most satisfied with. So I'm going to be doing that shit again too.
I know I shouldn't, but I kind of want to go back to Fallout 4.
I've been thinking that's crazy. I've been thinking about going back to Fallout 4 too, because that was like the first game I got on the Xbox One, and I really fucked with that game. I liked it a lot.
I have all but one achievement, and that is max settlement happiness, which is literally like a 72-hour straight fucking extravaganza of save warping and shit, and I just don't want to do it. But it's the only one I haven't touched.
Yeah, I definitely tried to get that, but it got to the point where there's like one specific settlement that I remember hate because they were getting attacked all the time. And after a while I just said, like, to hell with this fucking achievement, fuck these guys. Not anymore. But so I'd help the other ones out, just not these guys.
It was always like 10 Pines Bluffs or something like that would always get fucked up. It's so fucking dumb.
Yeah. I wish I could remember which settlement it was, because if I know if I said the name of the place, you'd absolutely know what the fuck I'm talking about. It's the one that gets attacked all the fucking time.
Yeah, dude.
I can't remember the
fucking
name.
Abernathy Farm looking.
It's like right outside of. It might be Abernathy Farm, actually.
Dude, I fucking hate that one so much.
Right outside of Sanctuary.
It's so badly structured, and it gets attacked every time. It's so fucking annoying.
Yeah, all you can do is plant fucking plants there and like maybe set up some turrets. There's not a lot of room for shit.
No.
No, they're a lost cause. I let them get fucked constantly. I let them die. I really don't care about Abernathy Farm. Fuck them.
There was also
Fucking pain in
the
my ass is all
there was
they are.
also the alleyway one. There's one that's literally an alleyway. And I would always have like 20 settlers stuck in the alleyway.
Yeah, that one's fucking stupid as fuck too. That one is so fucking stupid. I hate that one. Because you can't fucking build anything. There's fucking buildings that, like, you're flanked by buildings all over the place. How am I supposed to build a fucking structure back here?
How am I supposed to put beds down if there's not enough room for 20 people?
Yeah, like, I don't know. The settlement thing, it was cool when I first started playing the game. But as I did other builds and, like, did other shit, I was like, man... The Minutemen are a fucking pain in the ass. I mean, it's just like a constant honeydew list of shit to do for fucking Preston Garvey. Fuck that guy. I almost want to go back on my original playthrough because I did Nuka World and I got in with the Raiders real good. I almost want to just like take over the whole Commonwealth with fucking Raiders because
fucking hell yeah, dude.
The Minutemen are just a pain in the ass.
Like
I hate them
technically,
so much.
Nuka World's the end of the story, so maybe the Raiders just take over.
Yeah, I will let them take over because, like, they know how to, like, kill shit. They're not like some random guy in fucking medieval surf clothing who's, like, eating irradiated vegetables or something. Like, these guys, they live off of radiation. Like, I have nothing to worry about with the Raiders. Like, I don't feel like I have to defend them. I can just leave them be. They'll kill shit and it'll be fine. So, that's my opinion on that, I guess.
A game that I'm actually... I keep saying I'm going to invest time into, and then I don't touch it. Dead Island 2 is finally on the chopping block. It's finally gotten there.
Good.
And I keep pushing Arkham Asylum back because I'm stuck on the I'm having a stroke. Electrified floor boss. And it's the most annoying fucking boss ever. And I don't want to touch Arkham Asylum for another, like, month. So...
Yeah. That's one I've been eyeing to play for, like, years and years. And it's always on Game Pass. At least one of the Arkham games is always on Game Pass. And
Arkham Knight's on it right now.
One of these... Yeah, that's what I saw. And I was like, shit, man, I bet I could install that. It'll probably be, like, 10 gigs max. And won't have to move any... Thinking about that one. I'm still working on... I haven't gotten back to my second playthrough of House of Ash because I'm doing... maybe I said it in the last show, but I'm doing the Curator's Cut.
Yeah.
So it's... You basically experience the game from different perspectives. Like, for example, the first like big thing you do in the game is as the Marines, you raid this like Iraqi village or something. Or not a village, it's like a fucking shepherd's compound or some shit. There are a bunch of shepherds there. So, you know, you go in and you play through that as the Marines, right? Well, in the Curator's Cut, you play as the Iraqis attacking the Marines.
Oh, damn.
And because, like, I didn't really know what to think with the description of Curator's Cut. I was like, is it going to be whole new characters? I really don't think that they would do that, but maybe. But no, they make it pretty clear from that first confrontation because you get to play as Salim, the fucking gangster, the Iraqi Grim Reaper. Fucking get to play as him in the beginning instead of the Marines, and I like that because he's my favorite character. You get to shoot a helicopter down as him too. You get to shoot an RPG at a fucking Black Hawk. It's pretty sick, honestly. Like, I'm really fucking with the Curator's Cut more than the like original story.
Yeah. Outside of Dead Island 2 and Arkham Asylum, I guess third on my quote-unquote big list of games would be the next Mafia game. I really want to fucking play that. I really do.
I want to see how it looks first and see if it's something I'm interested in, because I'm like, the setting is a little sketchy for me, I guess. I feel like it would be very easy to make a boring game out of the setting. So I kind of just want to see what's going on with it.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are in my boat too. A lot of people don't really know what to think. I guess friends I've talked to that I played Mafia games in the past, at least, they don't really know what to think of it quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of cool. It's definitely harkening back to like Godfather 2.
Yeah.
When fucking Al Pacino goes back to Sicily or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's kind of cool. I hope they throw some fucking Godfather references in there. Well, they throw Mafia references in every game, but we get to see Godfather 2 references.
I kind of hope it's structured like Mafia 3. But if it's not, that's fine too, cuz Mafia 2's structure is really good too.
Yeah. I really fuck with games that are structured like Mafia 3 and like
Ghost Recon.
what's the other one? Wildlands, yeah.
Yeah.
Like where you got to take out the soldiers and you got to take out the captains and you have like the fucking underboss and the consigliere. You got to take them out and you got the I just think shit like that is really fun. That's kind of how Danny Green from Cleveland back in the 70s, that's kind of what he was doing, taking out the Italian mob in Cleveland. He was just going after, you know, he started out with like associates because they were like fucking up his union shit with the docks.
Yeah.
And then he started like killing actual MAID members and car bombing them, and then eventually it got up to like captains and shit were getting killed, and it got pretty fucking bad there in Cleveland for a while. Cleveland's always been shitty, but that was probably like late 70s, 80s. That was probably the height of Cleveland's shittiness, I feel like.
Well, like early 2010s Cleveland is kind of iffy too.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, well,
all the way until the World Series, man. All the way until the World Series.
Yeah, because 10 years ago I was playing shows in Cleveland and it was pretty seedy, especially around the Flats. I would play a lot of shows out there, and the Flats, especially. I think the Flats is actually even worse. It might be worse than it was. I haven't been there in a while, but because it's like right on the canal. It's never been a very nice part of the city. But there used to be a ton of shit going on there back in the day, I guess. But I don't know. I remember the Flats just being like fucking dog shit when I was playing there. Like easily the ugliest part of the city outside of East Cleveland was the fucking Flat.
I did share on Instagram. I did share a study that the cost of living in Tennessee is the worst out of all 50 states.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't fucking know how.
What are you guys fucking doing?
We have one less tax, but apparently the cost of living is fucked. So, there's that.
That's insane. Like, is it like the cost of living?
Hold on.
Like, is it the percentage between cost of living and like average wages that's the problem, or is it just straight up like cost of living's like $1,000 a year, everybody else is making 30 or some shit? Like, I'm very interested to see the details on something like that. Well, so I would have never thought Tennessee.
Well, from what I could tell, right, it's the way that people are getting paid in comparison to how much rent or other mortgages and such are. Like, there's a big-ass gap. People are very concerned that instead of a job and a half, like everywhere else, it's looking more like 2 jobs in Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fucking no good. Especially because, well, you live in...
I'm not far off from
Nashville.
Are you
part of the Nashville... Are you, like, part of the Nashville metropolitan area, do you know?
I would guess so. Like, technically we're called, like, the brother of Nashville or something like that now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, you actually might fall into the... Damn, should I have said that?
Yeah, it's okay.
Maybe write that down and censor it if you want. Okay. But I feel like they probably are part of the Nashville metropolitan area because Akron, Ohio, is considered part of the Cleveland metropolitan area, even though Akron is its own city altogether. It's not as big as Cleveland, but it's still like there's skyscrapers in Akron and shit. Like there's a skyline. It's not very interesting, but there is a skyline for Akron. But yeah, I don't know. I just nerd out about weird shit like that sometimes, I guess. Oh yeah, I've had Fiveish on my TV this entire time. I forgot to show it off. There he is.
He's so grotesque looking. He has 2 rolls of money as eyes. If it didn't get picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's funny because you see like there's a big black spot in between his eyes. That's where that's how the guy in the costume sees.
Oh man.
Oh man. I should just send you this screenshot from this video. We can make that the background.
Yeah, that'd be kind of funny.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Surprisingly, I found a TikTok which has taught me how to add corners to certain frames and make it look all pretty. So,
nice.
So, the goal for this pod is for me to basically do that exact type of editing and sync up my video camera and your video camera and just have that framing device work. It's all I'm going to be working on, like, majorly. There will be a background. It probably would be that. It'd be pretty funny.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like, I know the podcast visual wise is not super up to everybody else's standards, but we're also literally states away. So it's like, it's either this or we just probably turn off the cameras and mess around for an hour.
Well, like I don't necessarily have the room for my own podcast studio.
Yeah, same here.
Even if I did, that seems like a waste. That seems like a real waste of a room in the house.
Yeah.
You know? Don't go in my podcast studio.
It's kind of like the fucking Twitch streamers that have a separate room for streaming.
Yeah, it's a streamer room.
Yeah, they have like a bedroom turned into a streamer room, and then they start joking on cam, and that's all they do.
Yeah, my favorite things, or I don't know if I'd say this is my favorite thing because it really annoys the piss out of me, but my favorite thing is when these kids start streaming and they're worried about how the room they're in looks rather than the content of the actual stream they're doing. So they'll have like not even one consistent viewer on Twitch, but like they're trying to like make it up on the internet. So they're like, yo, what's up guys? This is like my streaming setup. And it's like, dude, a streaming setup?
Yeah.
Like,
just call it
guys,
a fucking computer, dog.
Setup. Yeah, this is my podcasting setup. Dude, it's a laptop with a fucking $100 mic that I got like 4 fucking years ago. Hardly used it. Only used it to fucking talk shit to people online.
Hell yeah, dude.
And a pair of fucking JBL headphones that cost me $30. It's not a fucking podcast setup. Like, I don't even need all of this shit.
Yeah.
My computer does everything else on its own. So, I don't know. I just always think it's really stupid when people are like, you know, like I don't know. Imagine if you're like, hey, I want to get a podcast set up, and then you get your podcast set up, and you get it all set up and everything. You're like, all right, now I just need somebody to have a podcast with. Like, that's basically what these fucking streamers are doing. They're like, oh, I got this cool room that's aesthetically pleasing. Now I just need people to look at it. And nobody ever does.
Yeah. Like this whole podcast idea, for me at least, was just to have something ongoing so I could practice editing over and over and over. And I think it works out. And I do enjoy talking with others, and I enjoy talking with you a lot. But it feels like a lot of the podcasts that you see nowadays, like, it's hosted by one guy, and then the guest is just a fucking like guy that doesn't want to be there ever, like all the time.
Yeah. Well, you're absolutely right, because I saw some shit. Andrew Schultz uploaded a podcast. I don't watch this shit ever, but I just happened to see it in my recommendeds, and it's like he had a guest on that was like, I don't even know what the guest did. I don't want to misspeak, but he was like, he did government stuff or something. He was, something like that, And the podcast was called like cracking into the Epstein files, Andrew Schultz show. And it's like, do I really hear Andrew Schultz's take on the fucking Epstein files, like a lukewarm like take of somebody who doesn't understand all the like caveats of what's really going on? Like, yeah, I want to hear Andrew Schultz talk about this deep esoteric fucking conspiracy that implicates like thousands of members of world governments and like corporations across the world. Like, yeah, Andrew Schultz definitely has the best opinions. I need to watch him. Like, fuck no, I don't, dude. Like, why do I need to watch that shit? And similar to what you're saying right here, like, one guy hosting the fucking show has whatever guest on, and I don't know. People are trying to have been trying to do Rogan for years, and it's like, dude.
Yeah. At least Rogan has like a crew around him.
Well, in Rogan, not so much nowadays, but like back when I was listening to JRE regularly around like 2018, 2019, 2020, like Rogan was pretty on top of it with the conspiracy shit. That's why, like, I would watch his show because I knew he had knowledge on these conspiracies that was probably deeper than your average guy. Not so much nowadays, but it's like, I don't know, like, it's the same shit. Like, why would I want to watch Andrew Schultz explain some shit like that when I can go to a podcast where they actually know what the fuck they're talking about, and they know the full story, like at the back of their hand of Epstein, and it's just that kind of shit. Like, most podcasts fucking suck anyways. This one kind of sucks, let's be honest. But well, this one's doing it.
This one's like the production value side of it, but at the same time, we can't really adjust it. So it's like,
I feel like if somebody's gonna sit down and talk about like the Epstein shit with like somebody that knows about it, I feel like we'd be a lot better off doing that than Andrew Schultz, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we could fucking have like Logan on, and he could detest every part of it.
Yeah, like get like literally me and Logan are like the conspiracy guys anymore, and that would like be perfect. We would absolutely fucking piss all over Andrew Schultz's Epstein Files episode with our own Epstein Files episode. Like, we can poach his guest too.
Like, I know it's not a healthy thing to compare, but at the same time, I've been seeing a bunch of like streamer podcasts, like Twitch streamer podcasts.
Yeah, that shit's fucking boring.
And it's the same fucking topics between all of them. It's always, did you see what happened in the Twitch community this week? That's crazy. Well, they say the same shit.
Most of the people on these fucking Twitch streamer podcasts, like, they worship Ludwig, so they fence sit like Ludwig, and they fence sit on the dumbest shit that you don't even need to fence sit over, and there's just nothing interesting about, like, I don't know, even some YouTuber podcasts I really don't fuck with that a lot of people do. Like Sleepy Cabin was a really good one. I like that
but
one
at the same time, they had a structure of being funny. They
were actually funny.
A lot of these streamer guys, they bounce off of each other, and then they awkwardly make a joke, and that's what the joke is.
Well, like, have you watched the Unsubscribe podcast with all the like gun tubers on it and shit, or like, do you know what that is?
I know what it is. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Donut Operator,
that's one of those,
right?
Yeah, it's Donut Operator, Brandon Herrera, Fat Electrician, like some other guy. But that's one of those shows where it's like, I like all the people on the show individually. I like the videos they do. Like, I just don't fuck with their podcast for some reason. I'm not saying it's bad. I haven't really listened to a lot of it, but I've probably caught 3 episodes and been like, I don't know. And even with like when they have guests and it's like people I like, when they have like, because they had like Turkey Tom and Brandon Buckingham on. That was one I remember. That was an episode I watched. And it just didn't feel funny, I guess. Like there were some shit I laughed at, but it didn't feel funny.
Oh man.
In a traditional sense.
Sorry,
but that's also kind of me at the same time.
I just fucking remembered Moist Critical left his own fucking podcast. He
left
I never the official pod,
either.
And then the official pod doesn't get any viewership now because he fucking did that.
Well, wasn't Wendigoon? Didn't they get him on there?
He was
or some
on.
Shit, or was he just?
He was on a separate show. It was called like Red Web or something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And then they threw like 2 randos into the pod with him, and he hated the whole idea of it by the end.
Yeah.
And now he's doing that podcast with Meat Canyon instead, which is a way better podcast.
I didn't know they had a show together because I really fuck with Meat Canyon stuff. I think his videos are really, especially on his second channel.
Yeah,
that's fucking hilarious.
But at the same time, I don't know. There's like a structure to podcasts where sometimes it's good to have more, and sometimes it's good to have less.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fear and has 4 hosts. Originally, Fear and was just Hassan and Will Neff. And it was called Fear and some stupid molding or something like that.
Fear and being gay during the LA riots.
And now it has 2 extra hosts and the same amount of time, which means A, they ran out of content between the 2, and B, they don't really care what they're doing. It's
well, I mean, it's a Hassan thing. That guy doesn't care about anything but money.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's just
that sounds like a nightmare blunt rotation though. Like 4 Hassan and 3 friends in the same room. Nightmare blunt rotation.
Dude.
Absolutely.
Like I know The Yard, which is Ludwig's podcast, has the same structure where it's 4 people. But at
Longest Yard, it's Ludwig, Adam Sandler, Joey Diaz, and fucking whatever other actor was in the Longest Yard.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, fucking throw him in.
But what I'm trying to get at is that like structures work as long as the people bounce off of each other, and I don't think Fear and works that way. And then, in comparison, The Yard does, but that's because Ludwig stoops low to make the other guys more funny.
Yeah. Well, like, I feel like, at least with our show, fucking, we have the privilege of having known each other for years and played games, and we literally have been podcasting for years while playing video games without even knowing it.
Yeah.
Like, thinking up some of the funniest shit I've ever laughed at. So
probably like 8 years worth of that at this point.
Easily. Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think. I got the Xbox One in like 20. That have been.
It was like December 2016, 15, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 15 or 16. So I mean, that's like 9 or 10 years. That's a pretty. Yeah, that's a decade of time I've known you.
I'm just thinking about Battlefield 1, man. I think that's where a lot of that came from.
Oh, absolutely.
That World War II.
Came up with the idea
Call
for
of
this.
Duty World War II.
Yeah, Call of Duty World War II. But we came up for the idea for this shit over a game of Battlefield. I remember we were playing we pulled a part-time shift on Battlefield. I think we were on for like 4 or 5 hours just like riffing and laughing and shit. And then we were like, yeah, let's do this. But no, and like what you're talking about with a lot of these creators making these like newer shows is that they're coming into it because they're not connected because they have like this deep friendship or anything like that. It's because they kind of work together. And that's not to say some of them probably are friends and like get along well. But I don't know, like the best way to get people to listen to your fucking show is to just be real.
Yeah.
And like that's how Come Town got really popular. That's how Matt and Shane Secret Podcast. That's how that shit
Hell
got
yeah,
popular
dude.
because those guys were just being dudes and being real and just joking around. I feel like that creates probably for like some of the best listening for like a comedy oriented podcast or something. That's just my opinion though.
I don't know why I'm going into this big sidetrack about other podcasts. It's not because I'm like it's not like I'm frustrated at what we're doing, and I'm not frustrated at the other podcasts. It's just the stuff that comes out after our podcast. You know what I mean? Like in succession. All that stuff is like so bland or like factory made, and it scares me.
Yeah. Factory made is a very good way to describe it, I feel like.
It's like some guy's agent was like, so this guy's getting good viewership. Can you be on his podcast? Is a lot of that feeling. Yeah. And I'd rather point it out because I know we've been doing this for like 79 weeks. Literally 79. Yeah. But there's so many pods that started in the past like 5 months where it's just that vibe. It's just that vibe the whole time. And it scares me just a little. Yeah. It's like, should we try to get an agent set up? I don't have any money for that, you know?
Yeah, right. I don't think we need all that, but I mean, there's definitely stuff we can do to get the show out there a bit more. I'd rather discuss that off the show, but I do have ideas regarding that. But no, you're like everything you're saying, I completely fucking agree with. Like this just feels too polished and too factory made. Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna get a fucking ear rape crash out of me screaming about Israel into the microphone with my mouth this close to the mic on like
unless you're on Sam Hyde's show. Unless you're on Sam Hyde's show, you can't do that shit. Yeah. That's fucking awesome. But yeah, I believe that's all I have for that. It just came out of left field in my brain. I was like, I should probably bring it up. But thank you all for watching yet another episode of Northwest Trenches, episode 79. Next week, I might talk a little funny. I have wisdom teeth surgery on Monday.
Yeah, they're gonna give ulterior retardation. They're gonna make him retarded. He's gonna come in talking all sorts of nonsense.
I could start that pod by wheeling myself in and doing one of these the whole time.
Might as well get a helmet too.
Yeah, dude. Oh,
just get a bike helmet.
Oh man. All right, have a good one.
Yeah, peace out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Oh, you look malnourished. Mexican bread, fried the egg, yolk, and drown in the syrup. Pick a spot, I pick a tail number, and we could be tourists. Let's go to Canes and watch a couple indie movies that you never heard of.